I am Michael Barker. I am a...
Michael, sorry, can you spell your name?
Yeah, I will do it.
Thank you.
M-I-C-H-A-E-L, and then Barker, like all Barker from the Price is Right. B-A-R-K.
Thank you.
Sorry, thanks for laughing at me. It's terrible. I'm a second generation Guatemalan immigrant. My parents named me Michael after a Mexican boy named Miguel. The reason my name was anglicized was partially due to the racism that is brought upon brown people. And in an attempt to protect me, Miguel became Michael. Instead of Michael Daniel Barker, instead of Michael Barker-Valdez, I am Michael Daniel Barker. I am a graduate from Oregon Health and Sciences University School of Medicine. I've been practicing in orthopedic surgery here in Medford for 16 years. When I make a decision regarding one of my patients, I use what's called evidence-based medicine. Now that is often augmented with my 16 years of working in orthopedic surgery, but I use science. So I also have to look concerned that the application exclusion zone is not based on any scientific data. I also, as I look at the three of you, I ask the rhetorical question, are there any brown people on OSHA's board? I'm a bit confused about the application exclusion zone of 100 feet. I'm assuming that's to protect the workers, but I'm not too clear on what the zone is between the spraying and the housing in which the migrant farm worker works. With knowing that the spray zone is 300 feet for fish, and that for brown people, it's much less than that. He reiterates the white supremacy ideology that brown people are disposable. He repeats the ideology that whiteness equals power. I was recently on an NPR program out of WYNC in New York. And I spoke briefly about the organization UNETE, which represents migrant farm workers. And through my contact, I've also discussed with them the concern I have with OSHA and the lack of protection of the brown migrant farm worker. That's something they are looking into and investigating, and perhaps receiving national attention. Something can be done to change. My mother migrated in the 60s. Her older sisters, my two tias, my youngest aunt, my youngest tia, my abuelita, all came here. My abuelita was the first woman to graduate from the School of Medicine in Guatemala, but she left all that to come to the United States. Having the privileges I have are beyond my abuelas, my tias, and my mama's dreams. I live a life of privilege. I give my daughters a life of privilege. The home that we paid someone to construct is safe. I have a man who takes care of my yard. A few weeks ago, that I had to let go. A few weeks ago, my neighbor, who's a Trump supporter, jokingly said, "What happened to your yard man? Did he get deported?" I looked at him and I said, "No. The guy who did my yard is a white man. You see, I am the brown man's dream. I have a white guy taking care of my hair. Now, earlier, there are a lot more Hispanics here, a lot more Spanish-speaking people here. And this is something I saw last week too, so this is a critique that I have for all of you. If you look, most of the brown people were here, most of the white people were here. Last week, some white people asked to perhaps form a coalition with UNETE. Here's the thing that we have to learn. If a white person wants to be an ally with someone who is marginalized, that does not mean you speak for them, that does not tell them how they need to act or what they need to do. That means you boost their voices. Regarding the news, I had my wife watch the news. She said the only brown person that was interviewed on the news was Alberto Morales. Everyone else was white. That is white supremacy. We need to listen to what brown people say, boost their voices, and be their allies, not speak for them.